right, so I'm pretty excited to share this with you guys. If you've paid attention to any of my content, I like using Excel sheets, I like using AI, and I like automating things to make stuff a lot faster. What I don't like is cold emails sent to my inbox that are not personalized, not relevant to me, and are kind of just a waste of time. But I do recognize that cold email outreach is a very affordable way to get your information in front of a lot of people at scale compared to maybe doing ads or individualized cold reach out. This is a easy way for people who are kind of looking at a B2B option and are solo entrepreneurs just trying to get everything started. So the premise here is we're doing some enhancements, I guess, for podcast hosts and creators, taking their content and optimizing it into a few different methods, including summaries, transcripts, social media, etc. So we want to reach out specifically to podcast hosts. So what I've done is actually use this cool tool. It's called PodSeeker. It was shared to me by a friend, and it's really easy because I like tools that are pay on demand. So basically I was able to find kind of a list of podcasters in the genre I wanted to target and only pay, a one-time fee for the data I wanted to download. So that was really helpful, saved me a lot of time. Then from there, so it gave me kind of this Excel sheet that looked like this guy here. A lot of different information in there. I was able to narrow down like what areas I wanted to target, how many estimated views, that kind of a thing, the niche and stuff. And active, making sure the podcasts are active as well, because you'd be surprised how many people say they're a podcast host but haven't published a single episode in the past year. I'm a little bit guilty. I don't say I'm a podcast host, but I have wanted to start one. So there is that. Then what I did was I used an extension in ChatGPT or in Google Sheets called GPT for Sheets and Docs. So I'll open that up. You can see what it looks like. It gives you a lot of different formulas. One of them being kind of the ability to pull the first name. So you can go equals GPT, and then the formula is extract. And then it allows you to say, hey, from this text, which was the publisher, so it happened to be in cell B2, and I want to extract the first name. And then it runs that, and it'll pull out the first name and the last name for you. So that's how I got a lot of that. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't have what the actual first name, last name is. In this case, the publisher's Chestnut Pays Enneagram Academy. So it didn't find one there, which is appropriate because we didn't have it there. So that was handy. And then I was also able to generate some emails to send. So I gave our extension here some custom instructions to act as a cold outbound email expert. We want 3 to 5 sentence emails, and like here's the format I want it to follow. And it did a whole thing for me there. Basically, my goal here is actually to do a little bit of customer research. So I have this idea of summaries and transcripts that might help them. I want to know if they've considered it before, or why not, what's challenging about it, that kind of thing. So we can kind of optimize our tool a little bit more that way. So I had it write an email, which ends up panning out like this. And then it's also custom to what their podcast description is. So the original tool didn't give me the actual description here, but it did give me an RSS feed. So I was actually able to use a built-in formula right in Google Sheets that looks like import. And then there's a few different options depending on what you're trying to import. In this case, we're wanting to import some information from an RSS feed. And then I can just say, use this URL. And then I want the feed description. I think that has to be in quotes though. And then it will magically pull that all in there for you. So then you can say, hey, ChatGPT, here's the name of the podcast. Here's the host name. Here's a bit about the podcast. Please write this cold email about and asking, if they would be interested in summaries or chapter-based transcripts. And it's really that easy. Then from there, I found this other cool tool. It's called Reach Inbox. And it's just a cold email outreach tool. The reason I chose this one was it was recommended by another marketer on YouTube, and they have a lifetime deal. Again, no monthly subscriptions. You're a fan of mine, or I'm a fan of yours rather. So I'm able to set up a sequence, which I have here. You're able to just upload the list that you've generated as well. It allows for custom fields. So those emails I created, I actually just had it be built out. The entire email is just like a custom variable. So that was good. The standard quick question subject line, which is completely honest. We do have a quick question for them. And then I also generated a little bit of a bump email saying, hey, we're really trying to make something that's useful for you. If you could really give us our feedback, it would help us make the best tool possible. So that's that. We have it all scheduled to go out, and I will report back and let you know how it does.